Shit, that's scary.
I'm happy to come here now, but I probably wouldn't want to come back here any other time.
We should so go camping here like one day, that would be so cool. Good to know that people who are camping here have a good choice of beer.
Lock and load.
So we're heading to this really cool location right now for Sydney creatives. And I figured I may as well talk about something that's actually played pretty significant impact in my career and where things are heading in just the past couple of weeks. Give you some advice and thoughts on, how to put yourself out there and how to actually get something out of it. Turns out I never actually recorded advice while we're exploring the fantastic location, but I did record it a couple weeks later, so I'll just interject it through.
Xavier and I found a way in that you don't need to jump at any fences.
Oh, hell yeah, let's go.
However,
So that means it's legal, right?
well, there is signs on it that say condemned, which is
Oh.
not great. And the other thing, which I wasn't expecting, they're using the field for soccer practice.
Oh, what? The
Right
abandoned field.
Yes, the abandoned field.
Let's bring that down, shall we? Oh, can you see? Can you see? Oh, there you go. Even though I don't necessarily have a massive following on social media, just putting my content out there has meant I've been able to build connections with some incredible people across the whole industry. Whether that be people now that I work with extremely closely, or whether that be people overseas or across the country that I just casually keep in contact with. Because by putting yourself out there, if you're putting something that genuinely brings value to people, even if there's not necessarily a massive clout behind you, the fact that you're putting yourself out there, people see that, oh, it's someone like me. It means they're more likely to reach out, or you to do to them, and they're like, actually, I like what you're doing. Maybe we can connect about that. And even if no one reaches out initially, it allows you to get your reps up, see what you actually want to do. Because there's a very big difference between, oh, I think I like the idea of making films, versus actually making films. In my case, feature films versus short form content. I realized I don't actually write TV scripts, but what I do, I'm interested in the creator economy. So why not see what's possible in this industry? And as a result, by producing content on the creator economy means I'm actually starting to meet people who are in this industry, interested in the same thing, and hopefully can pursue these goals together.
You got the Audi there, right?
No, I'm the man.
Oh, okay.
I'm packing heat. I'm packing a 50 to 140 millimeter here, right here.
Ooh, that should be on the wanted list.
Flip, spin her.
Lock and load.
Like so in his early days, he would do a huge variety of different formats.
Yeah,
everything.
and he still does that to this day.
Yeah, and he still like changed it up sometimes. But he was like, I did that until something worked and stuck, and it was the educational.
Yeah.
No, not like educational.
Things you might not have known.
Yeah, exactly, that kind of thing.
And I think my next style that I'm going to try and do is podcast format. Because I've already recorded 3, I just need to edit them.
Okay.
And it's sort of, you feel like you can be a part of the conversation rather than just being spoken to.
Sort of like Brian Dempsey shit. Or
Brian Dempsey?
Yeah.
Byron Dempsey?
That's true.
Close enough.
Brian's evil.
Kinda.
Byron's evil twin brother kind of thing.
Evil twin. I've already done an interview with Seema Gandhi, who's the CEO of Creative Juice. And then we had a meeting today with someone else who does a lot of creative stuff in Canada.
Yeah.
She's like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
I have no nearly idea. stood on a snake this morning, so that was fun. And you don't necessarily have to post stuff publicly online to count as putting yourself out there. You can just be talking about what you're interested in. Because if everyone you meet, you say, hey, I like this thing, when they ask you, oh, what do you want to do, or what do you do? Then either that they might be in the same field and know something about it so that they can help you, they can teach you, etc. Or they may know someone in the industry that they can connect you with, and that really helps as well. Or even if it's none of that, it may mean that you get to talk it over and over and really think through what you want to do, whether you actually want to do it. If you do actually want to do it, what's the potential pathways there as they can riff off you, you can riff off them. And this really allows you to greater understand what you're doing, where you're going, and potentially even get help from that person or one of their connections.
That's cool. If I was a soccer player, I'd want to be training in the...
It's not big and it's not wide enough. I need that new lens and camera ASAP.
You just wanna-
Get shouted at by the people doing stuff like that.
Did you get shouted at before?
Well, there wasn't anyone here.
That's awesome. Very overgrown.
Oh.
What?
Let's keep going till we get kicked out, I say.
If there's no fence, you're not breaking. You're just entering.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they're staring at us.
Yeah, well, we needed high vis. That's
We're
what
documenting, yeah, that's true.
We're
Hey.
documenting the past. We're from the ABC.
I've been on the ABC.
You've been on the
Close
ABC.
enough.
Oh, I kind of want to climb up on that thing there.
Oh, the back there. Oh.
That's actually, like, that's terrifying. Emil, just suck your mum.
What? Oh.
Oh, there's so much glass.
Oh, wow. This is properly...
Oh. It's all broken.
Okay, think of it this way. Do you weigh more than this amount of concrete here?
Probably not.
Yeah.
We should be right.
Oh, I could live here. We should so go camping here like one day. That'd be so cool. I'd have to fend it up from other people with the same idea, but I could live here.
Oh. Damn.
How's the place get abandoned, by the way?
Just people stopped looking after it. I remember the days of team sports, the actual trainings. Basketball, AFL, tennis, swimming, judo.
You were an Apple man, were you? AFL.
Apple. I think until like under 12 or something.
Yeah, I was.
And then I realized there's an ambulance every other week, and my friends are being tipped on their heads. I'm like, I'm not an aggressive person.
Okay.
I
AFL
was like,
was great for me. I think we didn't win a single game a whole season.
oh, let's go.
No, and then I played soccer for like a couple of years as well. And then in that game, I was the goalie for like the whole season, and I
go.
never lost a single game.
Yes.
Which was the simplest bit for me, because I didn't have to do shit.
You just hope your team's good.
Because everyone else was so good, the ball never came. The ball never came back
Goalie's
to me.
terrifying, though, to be fair.
Oh yeah. Actually, glimpses of the apple.
I reckon we should put a drone up, don't you?
Oh, maybe.
Is this the asbestos bit?
Probably. Look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
How much do you kind of not want to go in that? Like, how much do you want to go in that?
Actually, no, this is my office. Desk there.
Nice seat right there to sit on. You know.
Why is there a helium tank right there?
That is a good question.
Hello.
Oh, that's creepy. Okay then.
Oh, damn.
Don't put it on. Oh, that's what we saw, the crack. Shit, that's scary.
I should really want to go camping here.
Overnight challenge.
Yeah.
Chuck the ISO way up, and we're here. What do you know?
Oh, good news.
What?
Someone in there had a Sahis.
Oh,
Good
nice.
Good to know that people who are camping in here have a good choice of beer.
This is that whole section, but it is just going to crumble. I'm happy to come here now, but probably wouldn't want to come back here any other time.
Not after that. Bloody hell. Look at that.
There's like a parkour onto the top of that container.
Definitely not. You gotta hit that barbed wire.
Oh, I would not do that. There's a chance I'd get castrated.
Yeah, but the barbed wire.
Oh yeah, that's a cursed bathroom.
Not haunting at all.
Anyway, okay, see you around.
Peekaboo. What's the lighting equipment? Fuji B-roll. I mean, they haven't had to pay for that sponsorship for the past 30 years.
Is this like a shoot? Is this like a standoff?
Oh, Zaf! Zaf, the man. Finally got here.
Buongiorno, where are you, friends? South Parramatta Road.
Oh, it's
Fucking,
awful.
Like 45 minutes. I was kind of hoping
Ben.
rain.
You're hoping it was raining?
Yeah, because this would be cool rain.
That's true.
It's a lot more broken than we thought it would.
What?
Like, that
Oh,
whole front section is leading that way now.
That's
We
kind of
didn't
cool.
notice that last time, yeah.
Because an example of putting myself out there where I found out actually maybe I don't really want to do this. I was looking at working on a startup with a friend, and after talking to a bunch of people, I was like, yeah, I got some confidence, this sounds like a great idea. And then I met up with the UNSW founders, had a chat with a few of the experts there, and they kind of convinced me that maybe this wasn't the right path to go. And then I came to the conclusion in my head, is there another way to achieve the same goal? The underlying purpose still remains. but can I do it in a way where it'll actually garner more attention, will actually bring more value to people and be able to have a bigger effect than it would the original direction that I was intending. And I wouldn't have known that without talking to as many people as possible and people from a range of things. Not just laymen, but also experts. You need a bit of both, because laymen generally are the customers, but you need the experts to say, is this actually practical? Can you go about it another way? And I mean, there's plenty more examples and reasons why you should go about putting yourself out there, but here's just a couple that I got off the top of my head and thought that may come to value to some of you. Here's a video about me talking about why athletes need to be influencers, and here's one about why high school doesn't really matter. Feel free to subscribe so YouTube knows exactly what you want to see, and I'll see you guys in the next one.